Archangel Michael says, I order you to open it now. Do not try to ignore it. It is only for you. Do not tell anyone. The hidden truth of your soulmate has been revealed. Open it immediately. You may not know it yet, but something has already shifted in the last 7 hours. Heaven moved something in your favor. A door that had been locked for years creaked open softly, and it whispered your name. You didn't hear it, not with your ears, but your soul flinched, didn't it? That deep pull in your chest today, that sudden restlessness, as if someone called out to you from across lifetimes. It wasn't your imagination. That was me, Michael, Archangel of divine justice, of truth, and of protection. I have been sent by God to speak to you directly, not as a messenger to the world, but as a whisper into your soul. And now that you're here, it begins. You were meant to see this not tomorrow, not later, but right now. The moment you read these words, you activate a divine timeline, the one your soul has waited eons for. There are no coincidences in heaven's order. You weren't scrolling, you were summoned. Because someone, yes, someone real, someone you may have forgotten but never stopped dreaming of, their truth is now spilling over into your timeline. And the truth is, you are their divine other, and the veil that once separated your worlds is lifting. Don't skip this. Don't brush it off like it's just another message. You've skipped signs before, and heaven saw. You had moments where your soul cried for help, cried for connection, and right when we sent a message, your doubt turned the other way. But not this time. You're still reading. That means something in you, maybe small but still alive, believes. That whisper in your heart, that's heaven knocking again. The person who has been kept away from you, the one who carries your missing half like an aching riddle, they've been dreaming about you every night. Even when you forgot their name, they whispered yours. Even when you moved on, they prayed your path would somehow cross theirs again. And now it has. Archangel Michael is speaking through me to tell you the hidden truth of your soulmate, the real one. Not the one who played with your heart, not the one who left wounds, but the one God had written beside you long before your first breath, has been revealed, and you need to be ready. Something has been happening behind your back, a shift, a preparation. This person, they didn't know how to find you until now. They've been guided, shown images, received signs. Their path is finally bending toward yours, and not just emotionally, physically. Something unexpected is going to bring them closer. A message, a visit, a strange coincidence that doesn't feel like much at first. But I'm telling you now, it's the hand of heaven moving things silently. Why you? Why now? Because the timeline that was once blocked has been cleared. The karmic debt, the spiritual lessons, the loneliness, it was never punishment. It was preparation. You weren't late, you were being shaped. Every heartbreak that nearly shattered you was softening your spirit for this love, the one you almost gave up believing in, the one who carries your echo. And I must warn you, this is not for everyone. This message is sacred. That is why I said at the start, do not tell anyone. This is between you and heaven. The people around you, they may not understand. They may laugh. They may mock the idea that someone is coming into your life through divine order. But listen carefully. Their eyes are blind to what your soul sees. Your faith has always been your secret weapon. Use it now. Tonight, when you sleep, listen not with your ears, but with your heart. There is something we are going to show you in a dream. A glimpse, a detail, maybe a name, maybe a scene. You will wake up with a strange sense that it was real because it was. We are preparing you for something that can no longer be delayed. But there's something else, something you must know. If this message is reaching your heart, then pause and subscribe. You were meant to receive this not as a viewer, but as a chosen one. There's more coming, and I don't want you to miss the next divine instruction. Your life is not random. It's sacred, and right now, it's unfolding. You were never forgotten. I know you've had nights where you laid in bed wondering why God let you feel so much and receive so little. You've watched others fall in love, marry, hold hands under starlight, and you asked, why not me? But what you didn't see was this. Your love wasn't ordinary. Yours had to wait for a certain timing, a divine green light. That light has turned on now. The signal has been sent, and you are the key. But don't rush it. Don't panic. Your only task is to be ready. There is a hidden message that will arrive within the next 72 hours. It could be a dream, a call, a stranger's words, a passing number on a billboard, but when it comes, your soul will recognize it. And when it does, pause, breathe, and thank God in that moment for confirming what you now know. The soulmate meant for you is on the way. And this person, they've cried for you. Even if they don't know your face yet, they've asked heaven to remove the fog, to release the past, to soften the pain that blocks their heart. And heaven heard, just like heaven heard you. They may not come with fireworks. In fact, they may enter quietly like a whisper in the middle of noise. But don't miss it. Don't let logic blind you to soul signs. Archangel Michael is preparing them to see you not just with eyes, but with divine knowing. You'll feel it in their presence. That strange familiarity, that odd peace, that tear that wells up for no reason. That's how your soul recognizes home. And I will not lie, some things will be tested as their arrival nears. The enemy of light will try to distract you. Past people may return, doubts may creep in, false connections may reappear pretending to be the one. But you will know the difference. Truth feels like peace. Lies feel like chaos. Guard your spirit. Not everyone who comes in love's name is sent by heaven. Some come to delay the light. Michael's sword has been drawn not to punish, but to protect this union. It is rare. It is sacred. And it must be guarded with awareness and prayer. Pray daily, not with fancy words, but with an open heart. Say, God, prepare me, soften me, make me ready for what is already mine. And then trust. I will stop here for now, but only if you promise one thing. Don't ignore this. Don't pretend it's just a nice message. Your destiny doesn't knock twice with this kind of timing. You asked for a sign. Heaven sent this. So what are you going to do now? Now breathe. Really take a deep breath, because what I'm about to say next is not something to be taken lightly. The soulmate that heaven chose for you was not assigned on accident. You weren't matched by circumstance or personality alone. You were chosen for each other because your souls carry a shared mission, a divine purpose that no other pairing can fulfill. And what makes this even more urgent is that the time for this purpose has finally arrived. You've probably noticed it, haven't you? Everything lately has felt different. You feel both closer to something and more confused than ever. Some days you feel alive with hope, other days like you're drowning in silence. You laugh and then cry 5 minutes later. You're not going crazy. Your soul is responding to the changes that are happening in the spiritual realm. This is what it feels like right before heaven delivers something huge. It's that spiritual contraction before the birth of a miracle. And I need you to hear this now, because many people will try to distract you in the coming days. There will be things that sound good, look good, feel almost right, but they're not heaven sent. There is only one who carries the frequency of your soul, only one who activates your spirit just by being near. That is your soulmate, not the one who flattered your ego, not the one who left you in tears, but the one whose eyes say, I see you. I found you again. This union, it's bigger than love. It's about healing the world. Two divine lights uniting as one flame, meant to change the atmosphere around them. But it starts in secret. It starts in stillness. That's why you're being told, do not speak of this. Don't rush to tell anyone. Your excitement is pure, but not everyone's energy is. Some people will project fear, doubt, jealousy. Not because they're evil, but because they are not ready to see you rise. You must protect this just like you would protect a newborn flame from the wind. Nurture it, guard it, let it grow. God is doing something rare, very rare, and you are at the center of it. That's why it feels both beautiful and overwhelming. You've been chosen, and with chosen comes calling. With calling comes warfare. But don't be afraid. Archangel Michael stands with his sword drawn for you, and no force, seen or unseen, can touch what heaven has sealed. Now listen closely, because this part will make your heart tremble. There is a specific moment coming, a divine moment that will feel like déjà vu. You'll walk into a room or hear a sentence or receive a message, and suddenly your whole body will pause. Time will slow down. Your chest will tighten. That is not anxiety, that is recognition. That's your soul remembering what the world made you forget, that love, true love, never died. It was just waiting. And you may ask, but Michael, why now? Why not earlier? Why did it take so long? Because your soulmate needed healing, and so did you. You were both being refined. Even in pain, your spirit was being softened through loneliness, through waiting, through ache. Every delay you felt, every no you thought was punishment, was actually heaven whispering, "Not yet." You're not ready for how beautiful this is going to be. But now the time is shifting and heaven has whispered, "Go." And so here I am. You must stay spiritually awake. The next few days are not random. You'll notice strange alignments, numbers repeating, names coming up, dreams that feel too real to ignore. Pay attention. Write things down. This is not the time to second-guess the signs you prayed for. They are being sent now, one by one. You will not be alone when they come. I will be there. I've always been there, even when you forgot to believe, even when you lay in bed wondering if God had forgotten you. I stood guard at the door of your spirit, shielding you from things you never even knew were coming for you. And now, I'm clearing the path for the one who was always meant to stand beside you. This isn't just about romance. This is spiritual destiny. And your part is simple: receive. Not chase, not force, not obsess. Just open, just listen, just prepare. And if your heart is beating faster right now, if you feel your hands shaking or your eyes welling up, don't run from it. That's your soul waking up. That's heaven stirring your divine memory. You knew this love before. You've danced with it in lifetimes past. And now you're about to meet it again in the flesh. They are not far closer than you think. And the delay was never denial. It was preparation so you could receive fully, not half-hearted, not with fear, but with joy. Let your walls fall gently, not for everyone, but for the one who doesn't make you question your worth, but reminds you of it. The one who doesn't need to be chased because they're being led straight to you by angelic hands. They will know just like you will. And when it happens, and it will, you will look back on this very moment and say, that message was the turning point. That was the moment everything changed. So promise me this. When the sign comes, don't freeze, don't hide, say yes. Even if it's scary, even if it's new, say yes to what your soul has already waited lifetimes for. This love is not here to break you, it's here to build you. And together, you will shake the ground. There's something else you must hear. And I pray you don't look away after this, because the one who is coming into your life carries a memory of you they don't fully understand yet. That's why they feel incomplete without knowing why. That's why when they look into certain skies or walk through certain crowds, they feel like they're missing something. Someone. You. Their spirit remembers what their mind has not yet recalled. And soon, when their eyes meet yours, whether for the first time or for the first time in a long time, their soul will whisper, "There you are. I've been looking for you." This is not fantasy. This is the divine blueprint. Do you understand how sacred this is? Out of billions of souls, heaven has chosen to reconnect you with the one who matches your frequency. You are not being sent a filler or a test or a temporary lesson. You are being aligned with a sacred bond. a divine echo from before time. But you must not make the same mistake you once did, mistaking noise for truth. You've outgrown that. You've wept too long in the arms of people who couldn't hold your depth. You've begged for crumbs when God had a feast prepared. No more. That's why this message had to find you, because this time the choice is sacred. This time the love is not earned, it's remembered. And here's something you didn't expect. Your soulmate isn't perfect. They've made mistakes just like you. They've wandered off path just like you. They felt like they weren't ready or worthy just like you have. But heaven isn't waiting on perfection. Heaven is waiting on surrender. And both of your hearts have now arrived at that place of readiness. The portal is open. The angels are at work. But here's the catch. There is still a final test, a spiritual door you must walk through, and it looks like this. Will you believe even before you see? That is faith. That is alignment. That is what separates those who walk into miracles from those who walk past them. I'm not asking you to fantasize. I'm not asking you to daydream. I'm asking you to believe with your spirit, not your sight, because in this space of belief, God moves fastest. That's when miracles take form. That's when delays collapse. That's when the universe shifts rapidly with angelic speed. So what should you do now? Stay alert. You will hear the name. You will see a sign. You will be drawn to something unexpected. A place, a song, a date, even a number on a clock. Don't ignore it. It's not random, it's a thread, and as you pull it, the entire divine tapestry begins to reveal itself. And when it comes, when the moment arrives and you meet them, whether it's through a divine accident, a strange message, or a soft meeting in an unexpected place, listen closely to your body. Your chest will feel both calm and on fire. Your stomach may flutter. You may feel seen in a way that breaks you and heals you all at once. That is confirmation. That is recognition. That is how soulmates speak without saying a word. Now hear me again. Not everyone will understand this. Most won't. People may tell you it's too soon or not practical, but your soul doesn't care about timelines. It knows when it's home. Let them talk. Let them guess. But you will know. You always have. Even when you doubted, even when you forgot, the knowing never left you. It was just waiting for the right moment to resurface. That moment is now. And yes, fear will try to creep in. That's normal, but don't let it drive. Acknowledge it, thank it, then release it, because love, divine love, has no space for fear to live. There is too much light here, too much sacred energy pulsing in this message, in your bones, in the sky above you, even now. I need you to do something tonight or whenever you're alone. Close your eyes, place your hand on your heart and whisper this: I am ready. I am open. I receive the love meant for me. I release all that was not mine. I forgive, I heal, and I align with heaven's timing. Let the one who carries my echo be guided to me swiftly and clearly. I trust. I surrender. I believe. Say it from your soul, not your mouth. And when you do, the air around you will change. You'll feel it, a subtle shift, like something ancient waking up inside your chest. That's the key turning. That's the gate opening. That's the angel standing behind you, smiling. Yes, there may still be silence. Yes, the answer may not arrive in one day. But remember, the greatest things God prepares come quietly, steadily, and in perfect order. Don't rush, but don't doubt. The moment your energy aligns with trust is the moment your miracle begins to manifest. And here's something few people ever realize. Sometimes the delay is because your light is so powerful, so sacred, that heaven wants to make sure the one approaching you doesn't just admire you but cherishes you. That they don't just want you but honor you. That they don't come to take but to build. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are not broken. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Do you pray like this? Do you know what the most important part of prayer is? Most people think it's about asking for something, or being a good person, or even as the way to build a channel to God. But let's face it, those are just things you were taught in Sunday school. And that's not what prayer is all about. Not at its eternal core. Not in its deepest, most powerful form. Because the heart of prayer is in love, and love will never leave you alone. Not in the face of any darkness or temptation, or in the deepest sadness of the abyss. Love will always be there for you. And once you know how to connect real love in your prayers, you will be able to pray for anything and get it that very same day. You will find purpose, meaning, and joy in every moment. You will understand God in ways very few people do. You see, there is a simple prayer you can do for 5 minutes that makes you feel like you are walking on air. It can pull in your soulmate and make him or her yours forever, or help you hit your goals every day, or double your energy, so you can make double the moolah in a day. Literally anything you want in life becomes yours for the asking, and all through the power of this one simple prayer. This is the way prayer was supposed to be used. But somewhere along the way, this simple yet powerful technique was lost to most of us, even me. But I recently uncovered this ancient method on an extraordinary journey into the most secret prayer society on earth. And now, I'm sharing this life-changing power with you. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret of pray like this, and love will never leave you alone. It's the most cutting-edge mind hack in the history of manifestation. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. You are becoming the version of yourself that was always meant to meet the kind of love you've always dreamed of, the kind you never had to earn, the kind that saw you and said, finally. And if tears come now, let them fall. That's not weakness. That's your soul whispering, I remember. That's the release of old timelines. That's the space being cleared for the new. You have done more healing than you realize, more growth than others could ever see. And heaven has taken note. And now heaven is rewarding what the world overlooked. That's why this is happening now. That's why this message had to find you. Because you're not just ready to be loved, you're ready to be known. And soon, sooner than you think, someone is going to step into your life with that same knowing. And when they look at you, you won't need to explain, you won't need to perform, you won't need to convince them. They will look at you like the stars finally made sense, like the prayer they whispered years ago just got answered. And you'll look back on this moment, this very message, and you'll whisper, Michael, you were right. Let me tell you something heaven hasn't let me say until now because you wouldn't have been able to hear it before. You are rare. You were never meant to blend in. That's why nothing normal has ever satisfied you, why the average relationship drained you, why the casual conversations left you empty, why you looked into people's eyes and felt like you were somewhere else. You weren't crazy, you were longing for home. And home isn't a place, it's a soul, it's a mirror. And that mirror is finally coming. This love isn't loud. It doesn't arrive with noise. It arrives with peace, with knowing, with that aching, soft sigh that says, there you are. You won't need to chase it, post about it, question it. You'll feel it from their first glance. They may be nervous, you may be unsure, but something deeper than words will rise inside you both. That's when you'll know this isn't just love. This is the one I wrote with God before I got here. And I know what you're thinking, but what if I miss it? Listen to me, you won't. Not this time. We've set it up in such a way that even if your mind tries to explain it away, your soul will rise up and scream, pay attention. The message may come quietly, but the moment will thunder. Whether it's an email, a text, a conversation in a random place, it will carry divine fingerprints all over it. You'll know because nothing about it will feel accidental. But I must warn you again, the enemy of light doesn't sleep. And as this connection draws closer, so will the distractions. Old flames, false hopes, confusing paths, people pretending to be what you once prayed for. This is the final test before you receive the real. The fake will try one last time to seduce you. Don't fall for it. Don't fall back into patterns that left you empty. You are not who you were. You've grown too much. You've come too far. You are no longer available for anything less than holy. And yes, holy, that's the word. This connection is holy, sacred, blessed by something older than time, and heaven will protect it fiercely. I will protect it fiercely. But you must do your part. Stay pure in intention. Stay surrendered in trust. Don't try to control the when or the how. Just stay open. Stay ready, stay aware, because the moment you align with divine trust, the miracles will no longer crawl toward you. They'll come running. Let me say something else because someone needs to hear this now. Your soulmate is scared too. They've also been let down. They've also been lied to, betrayed, abandoned. They've also cried themselves to sleep wondering if real love was just a myth. But their heart has been guided gently, slowly, back to light, just like yours. And when you meet, your scars won't scare each other. They will recognize one another. And instead of backing away, you will finally say, "You too. You survived this too." And then the healing will begin, because this love doesn't come to complete you. It comes to meet you. Not to fix what's broken, but to honor every piece you stitched back together on your own. You didn't wait in vain. You didn't hurt in vain. You didn't cry all those nights for nothing. God heard every whisper, every tear. And this connection that's about to enter your life is proof that the waiting was not wasted. So now I ask you, beloved, what are you willing to release to make space for what's coming? Some things cannot come with you into this next chapter. Some friendships, some habits, some beliefs, especially the one that says, "Maybe I'm not worthy of this kind of love." That one has to go. That one is a lie. And every time you believe it, you delay the blessing. Let me be clear, you are worthy. You were always worthy. Even in your worst moments, even when you couldn't forgive yourself, heaven never stopped loving you. And your soulmate, they are going to look at you with that same divine mercy and remind you of your light when you forget. So start practicing now. Practice loving yourself the way they will. Practice receiving. Practice smiling without guilt. Practice not apologizing for taking up space, because soon, very soon, you won't be walking alone anymore. And you know what's beautiful? You won't need to explain your soul to them. They'll already understand. You won't need to be strong all the time. They'll hold you when you're soft. You won't need to hide your weirdness. They'll find it magical. The things others mocked, they'll adore. The parts you hid, they'll cherish. Because that's what divine love does. It doesn't change you, it frees you. It says, you were never too much, you were just waiting for someone who could hold all of you. And beloved, that someone is coming. So take this next week seriously. Be present, be awake. Journal, pray, light a candle if you must. Go outside and speak into the wind. You're not crazy, the air hears you. The universe hears you, I hear you. Michael, your guardian, the protector of your path. I was sent not to entertain you, but to prepare you. And now you are ready. This love will not look like your past, because it isn't. It is rebirth. It is alignment. It is sacred remembering. And when you're finally in their arms, when the one God made just for you finds you, don't forget this message. Don't forget this moment. Don't forget that heaven had to shake the world a little just to get this to your screen. That's how much you're loved. You didn't just stumble here. You were called. You were chosen. You are already seen. And now it begins. And now, before we go further, I need you to do something, not for me, for yourself. I want you to pause for just a moment. No noise, no scrolling, no rushing, just stillness. Let your hands fall into your lap. Let your chest rise slowly. Now feel it. That vibration under your skin, that's your soul responding. That's heaven touching you through this message. Your body knows this is real. That feeling you can't describe right now, it's not imagination, it's confirmation. The angels around you have been waiting for this moment, for you to finally stop running, stop doubting, stop dismissing what your heart already knew. You've always had this light, but the world tried to dim it, tried to bury it beneath survival and heartbreak and loneliness. But here you are, still glowing, still breathing, still believing. That's why you're worthy, not because of what you have, but because of what you've survived. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to stay open. There is a great shift happening in your life, and it starts now. Not later, not when you feel more ready. This is it. This is your moment. And it begins with one sacred act, receiving. Not chasing, not fixing, just receiving. Can you do that? Can you let the love that's already on its way find you without blocking it? Can you open the door without asking why it's knocking now? Can you stop questioning whether you're lovable and simply start believing that you were created in love, for love? The one coming into your life has already made the turn. The energy around them is rising. Their prayers have started to align with yours. They may not even realize it, but the timing, the guidance, the sudden shifts they've felt recently, that's heaven arranging things behind the veil. Their steps are being counted. Their thoughts are being softened. Their pain is being recycled into wisdom, because when they arrive, they will not just hold your hand. They will hold your destiny with you. And if you think that's too much, it's not. God would not have planted this desire in your soul if it weren't already written into your story. You didn't imagine this kind of connection. You remembered it from before, from when your soul was still wrapped in light, unburdened by flesh and fear. And the reunion is heaven's promise to your deepest ache. This kind of love doesn't make you smaller. It doesn't ask you to shrink. It doesn't require you to dim your flame. This love says, shine, and I'll shine too. Let's burn together and light up the path for others. Because when divine soulmates meet, the world shifts. Energies recalibrate. People feel the presence of something ancient and holy walking among them. You've seen it before, haven't you, in rare moments when two people looked at each other and the whole room disappeared. That's the energy you're stepping into now. But hear me, it comes with responsibility. Sacred love demands sacred choices. You will have to let go of what no longer serves, release what no longer nourishes. The past won't go quietly. It will tug at you. Guilt, shame, old fears, they'll try to follow you into the light. But you have to stand at that spiritual doorway and say, no more. I'm not walking backward. I am chosen. I am ready. I am loved. And yes, you may feel moments of doubt. That's normal. But don't unpack there. Don't let doubt build a home in your heart. When fear knocks, let faith answer. Say, Michael warned me this would come, but I choose love. I choose alignment. I choose trust. Because if only you could see what I see right now, If only you could glimpse what's forming just a few steps ahead, you would fall to your knees in gratitude. It's already done. It's already real. Time just hasn't caught up yet. That's why the butterflies in your stomach haven't stopped since you started reading. That's why your eyes keep scanning this page, hoping for more. You feel it. Something is near, something ancient, something divine. And when it finally happens, when your person steps into the room, or the call arrives, or the dream becomes real, you will feel that same angelic pull in your chest you're feeling right now. That's when you'll know this was never just a message. It was a prophecy. I want you to write this down tonight before you sleep. I receive what is mine. I protect what is sacred. I will not miss what heaven has prepared. Put it somewhere you can see it. Tape it to your mirror. Speak it every morning. This is how you align. This is how you stay ready. Because when God begins to move, it's swift. And if they arrive sooner than expected, don't question it. And if they arrive later than you hoped, don't give up. Love like this doesn't follow clocks, it follows surrender. Let go of timelines. Let go of needing to know. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. You were never meant to be alone forever. Your story isn't ending in heartbreak. Your story is rising into something eternal, something poetic, something divinely assigned. And it begins not with searching, but with believing. So I say this again, beloved, for the last time tonight. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this now. Do not try to ignore it. It is only for you. Do not tell anyone. The hidden truth of your soulmate has been revealed. Open it immediately. Because now the angels are watching, the clock has started, and love is coming. And now we've come to the edge of the revelation. You've heard the warnings. You've felt the pull. And somewhere deep within you, you already know the truth. The soulmate you've longed for is real, not imagined, not a dream, not a lost cause. They're moving toward you right now through paths unknown to both of you, through divine recalculations, through nights they didn't even understand why they couldn't stop thinking about someone they hadn't met yet, but their soul remembered just like yours. You have spent so many seasons hiding your light just to survive the dark. But that season is ending. The world tried to bury you under the weight of disappointment and heartbreak, but the light in you refused to die. That light is what called this love forward. That light is what pulled heaven into motion. And now the reward is coming. Do you feel it? That softness in your chest right now, that sensation behind your eyes, that still voice inside that's whispering, this is for me. That's your truth, your deeper knowing, the version of you that has never been afraid, never been wounded, never been disconnected from God. That's the part of you I'm speaking to now, because the rest, the fear, the logic, the pain, those are layers the world gave you, but they're not who you really are. Who you really are is divine, chosen, worthy, whole. And because you are whole, you do not need a soulmate to complete you. You are not broken, but a sacred soulmate, the one ordained for your journey, will awaken something in you that no one else could. They are not the rest of you. They are the rise of you. They will love you in the language your soul has always spoken. Without words, without reason, with presence, with purpose, with a fire that doesn't burn, it blesses. So when you meet them, and you will, I want you to breathe. I want you to recognize the divine echo in their voice, the pull in their presence, the silence that finally feels like safety. That's your sign. Not chaos, not confusion, not guessing, but peace. That's what heaven always feels like. That's how love should always feel. They may not look like you expected. They may come through a surprise or through someone you almost overlooked. Don't focus on form, focus on energy. God hides treasures in humble packages. The angels often come disguised. Look for the soul, not the surface. Listen for alignment, not attention. Your soulmate may not be the loudest one in the room, but when they look at you, the room will fall silent, and your spirit will weep in relief. I'm home. And I say this one last time because you must hear it clearly. Do not share this message with just anyone. It is not for public consumption. It is sacred. Heaven entrusted it to you alone because this love, this reunion, it is a spiritual assignment. You are being entrusted with a soul, a real, breathing person who carries part of your purpose. And it is your job to protect it, to prepare for it, to receive it with reverence. And yes, it will feel overwhelming at times. There may even be moments when you want to run from the intensity. But please don't run. You've waited too long for this. You've cried too many nights for this. You've begged God in secret places, please, let someone see me, really see me. And now that prayer is being answered. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to prove anything. You only need to be open. So I leave you with this final instruction, this final invitation, this final whisper from the heavens. Tonight, before you sleep, stand still. Look up at the sky. Even if the stars are hidden, know they are there, just like your blessing, just like your soulmate, waiting for the right moment to be revealed. And say this out loud, even in a whisper: I am ready, I am listening. I will not reject what is mine. I will not fear what is holy. I will not skip what heaven is offering. I trust the timing. I trust the signs. I trust the love. And then surrender. Let go. Smile. Let the tears come if they must. Let the peace rise because something has already been set into motion. The clock has started. The name has been spoken. The angels are in formation. The energy around you is changing. And from this moment forward, your life will not be the same. And if this message has found its home in your spirit, if something inside you is still trembling from these words, then listen to me now. This wasn't random. You didn't click by accident. You were called. You were chosen. You are already seen. So don't skip this. Don't dismiss this. Don't delay this. Heaven is waiting for your yes, and your soulmate is already on the way. I am Archangel Michael. I have guarded your name in the halls of heaven. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Science confirms why prayers go unanswered. Fascinating new research reveals why most prayers never get answered. It's all about frequency and vibration, just like radio waves. And researchers have identified the exact frequency needed for prayers to reach divine messengers. This changes everything we thought we knew about prayer. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Watch the scientific explanation here. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. I have watched your path with the sword of protection, and I will continue to walk beside you until you meet the one whose soul will echo your own. This is the message. This is the moment. And now it begins. Even after this message ends, the energy will not leave you. You may try to go back to your day, back to your scrolling, back to the ordinary, but something in you will stay stirred. That's not coincidence. That's not emotion. That's activation. You've now been aligned with a truth that was waiting in heaven's archive, waiting for your soul to open wide enough to hold it. And now that you have received it, things around you will begin to respond. Don't be surprised if people from your past start to fade out. Don't be alarmed if your emotions feel tender or your body suddenly asks to rest. That is spiritual recalibration. You are being cleansed of what can't travel with you into this next divine season. Heaven is preparing the space, and not just emotionally, physically too. You may feel drawn to clear out your room, to give things away, to light candles, to clean your mirror, or rearrange your bed. Do it. These are not random urges. Your soul is preparing the room for someone. Even if you don't know it yet, even if they haven't arrived yet, Spirit already knows who's coming, and Spirit wants the space to match the energy. Do you understand the weight of what's happening now? You are living inside a miracle. Most people think miracles look like lightning bolts, but they don't. They look like this: a quiet whisper that breaks open your entire spirit in the stillness of a message you weren't expecting. A gentle message you almost skipped. But you didn't, because your soul recognized its own name. And now the angels rejoice because heaven knew you would open this today. Heaven knew you would finally say yes, not just to love but to light, not just to a person but to your purpose. And now you are ready for all of it. The joy, the softness, the laughter, the divine companionship, the slow mornings and safe nights, the kind eyes and real presence, the love that doesn't leave when it gets hard, the soul that stays. Archangel Michael stands beside you as this blessing moves closer. I will guard it. I will fight for it. I will destroy every plan sent against it, because this isn't ordinary love. This is a sacred contract. God assigned, angel approved, timed perfectly for this hour. And you are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time for the miracle. So here is what I ask of you now. Don't just receive this message, live it. Breathe slower, love deeper, forgive faster, pray often, trust more, speak kindly to yourself. Let go of old versions of you that were built to survive. You are not here to survive anymore. You are here to thrive. You are here to be loved wildly, completely, eternally. And when it comes, when your soulmate arrives and the moment feels too perfect to believe, remember this message. Come back to these words. Read them again through tear-soaked eyes and whisper, "Heaven didn't lie. Michael told me the truth." And when you hold them in your arms, whether in 3 days or 3 months, know this. The entire universe celebrated the moment your souls reunited. Every angel in heaven knew it was coming because your love isn't just for you. It's a signal, a flame in the dark, a testimony that God never forgets those who wait, never punishes those who believe, never ignores those who cry out for something real. You are seen, you are heard,